Gilmore Girls and the Books of Stars Hollow. And I'm not just talking Stars Hollow books. I'm talking Black, White, and Red, Rory's bedroom and that whole sock drawer, Richard's study, Yale, Chilton, and I'm sure there's something else I'm missing. So please let me know in the comments if I am missing a place where we saw books. Were the books real? What happened to the hanging shop sign? And did the bookseller have a name? Yeah, his name was Andrew. Let me know in the comments which books you've read that were mentioned on the show, or what the last book you ever read was. Touch the top corner of the screen and hold it down if you've heard this before. Hi, I'm Valerie Campbell. I was the key set costumer on Gilmore Girls, and I share a lot of fun facts from behind the scenes, which are only possible when you engage with this video when it hits your FYP. Give me a follow here and over on YouTube to catch the ones that don't, and please ask me a fun question that you think that I might not have answered yet. Were the books on the show real? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Let's get into it. First, anytime a character is mentioning a book that is a real book, it's going to be a real book. It also has to go through clearance to be able to be used on the show. Anytime a book is a fake book that is mentioned in the script, like maybe a character wrote a book, or maybe they picked up a book from a store, but you know it's not a real book, that book will have a fake cover created by art department slapped on a real physical book. Next, you got the books that are on bookshelves. Those get a little bit complicated. Sometimes those books are real books with fake covers. Sometimes they are real books. And sometimes those books are faker than fake because they need those books to be as light as possible. Why do you need those books to be light as possible? Because we're on a film set and everything moves all the time. Walls move. Walls that have shelves move. Shelves move. Sometimes you want to get behind the bookshelf and you want to have the camera in a specific spot. So they need to be able to move that as easily as possible. So they'll put a lot of fake books on there, and they might put a little smattering of real books in there to make you think that those are real. But for the most part, books on bookshelves tend to be a little bit faker than others. Now, if there's a specific situation where the set is never going to move because it is very stationary, like I feel like Richard's office, we never removed the areas where the books were. But then again, I wasn't in on those books. I don't remember looking through them. I can imagine most of them being fake because nobody ever touched them. But then again, they could be real because we never really moved those shelves. As far as the Stars Hollow book sign, that sign was created by Casey Casimir. He was the one that painted it. Now, as far as all the signage in Stars Hollow, when the show was over, art department removed the signs so that they could return that area back to Midwest Street so that Warner Brothers could rent it out to another production. Those signs would then be sent to Warner Brothers Archive, who would hold on to them until a future time that it might be needed. Did we use those signs for A Year in Life? I don't remember. Chances are they either got them back from Warner Brothers to use on the revival when we filmed it, or they might have recreated it because check out the trim on the sign from A Year in the Life. It looks a little different than the original, doesn't it? And as I was researching this, I discovered something that you probably never noticed. Stars Hollow Books was not always Stars Hollow Books.